Bro, she got some travel now. Good Lord. All right, guys, we're talking about bottom of the barrel mods here. This extra travel will only cost you about $120 shipped. So, welcome back, DIY car guys and car girls. What do we got going on today? Let me show you. We got the 1-inch extended travel ball joints. And believe it or not, I got this tire off from this guy with it, you know, not using the jack to jack it up. See, if I ever jack it up, I mean, literally, it has a good deal more travel. That's about where it was before then. So now we have roughly that much more travel. It's a lot, it's an improvement, but there are some issues I think I'm gonna have to address. So that's what we're talking about today. Okay, so here is the ball joints. This is the stock one. This is the extended travel. You notice this one, it hardly moves, but this guy is a low friction. See how it's going to pivot? It pivots pretty easily. Now, when I'm also doing it, I'm putting on this guy on the bottom side of the control arm, so it gives you that much more travel. And here's the part number, if you guys are curious. This is a Speedway part. And there's the part number. So let's go ahead and get the other guy out, and we'll go through the whole process. All right, so this is important. Just keep a track. Remember, I'm pulling this tire off. I can get it off and on with the stock ball joint on there. This gives it so much more travel. Like I said, there is problems that I'm going to have to address, but I think we can overcome them. I'm going to put this guy right there. Hopefully it's rolling us later on. First thing you need to do is bend this down because these aren't long enough and you're gonna have issues. So this has to be bent down. Let me show you that real quick. So a lot of people get longer brake lines. I kind of figured out a little hack right here. So all you do is you put an adjustable wrench right here, adjustable wrench right here, and all you gotta do is just bend that guy down right around there. And then when it comes down that extra inch, you'll have plenty of slack. Next, you can take your jack, put it on the bottom side of the control arm, and just jack it up some. The reason why is when this ball joint comes out, you don't want it slinging down and your spring in here possibly flying out, hitting you in the chest, killing you, or sending you to the hospital, mangling you. Not good things happen. So make sure you have a jack that won't bleed down, that can keep that guy up. All right, so next we're just going to turn this guy this way, all the way this way, so we can get to that castle nut right here. See that? Yeah, so we got some needle nose pliers and regular pliers. I kind of feel needle nose aren't strong enough for this guy, so I'm just going to do my best to bend it out straight, like so. And see if we can't push it. Now, I would definitely wear gloves. Don't be an idiot like me, because I have screwed my hands up all day, because all these little pins are right here. There's one right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that one, but that one already scratched my arm. Probably got tetanus. Luckily, I have a tetanus shot recently, so we're good. I'm going to bang those so they don't hit me again. And like I said, this is just a pain in the butt, but you just got to get these guys off. Get it as straight as possible. Take some vice grips like so. Get them good and tight on there. And then you can just do this. There you go, it's out. Hate those things. All right, guys, my apologies. I screwed up. I didn't realize that last section wasn't recording. I think it's gross. But there's a lot of wind out here, too. Basically, the castle nut, you just unscrew it. You know, that's the easy part, right? The hard part was this. Pretend this guy right here is in this hole right here, right? It's actually pressed and fit. See how it's tapered right there? So you're supposed to take this pickle fork thing right here, work great on the other side, and it sits in between that and your control arm, right? And it basically pries it up. But the problem is, it was bending my control arm right there, and it wasn't coming up. So the next part, you see the contraption that I made that actually got this to work correctly. Okay, so here's my contraption. I had that down there so I wouldn't move, and I had this right here. And I was just tightening it, pulling it up. So this is pushing down right here, that's pushing up right there. And I was just kind of doing it to see if it wouldn't slide around off camera, but it popped free. And if you look right here, look how the pickle fork thing was just screwing up the control arm. I'm still convinced that that thing must have been on there way too tight. I mean, the last time I put it on there, I put it on what it said, you know, 61 foot-pounds. I just said 60. But anyways, that was ridiculous. So now that this is free, let's continue. That was a pain in the butt. Geez, this wind is ridiculous. I'm having a day, guys. I'll just show you what happened. I dropped the camera. That's one of the reasons why I probably missed that, because I was all pissed off about that. And I was rushing, but I shouldn't rush. But anyways, okay, so this is the boot that's off of this. They do, like I said, they do make boots for these guys, but they don't have a way to secure them up there, and this doesn't sit up against your the bottom part of your control arm right there, you know, where your caliper is. So it'll just slide down, and it does no good. So what you got to do, see this guy right here? The circumference is too big. This won't, you know, fit over this guy right here. So you got to cut it, take it off right there. You take this guy, then you can slide it on, right? Then you take this guy, and then you slide it over like that, and you kind of finagle it down. Takes a little bit of forceful persuasion, but once it tightens down, it's pretty much like that. I probably need to open up this a little bit more, give it a little more clearance, but that is pretty much the idea. It's on that side over there. I'll show you real quick. So if you look on this side, here it is. It's on there right there. It does bulge right here a little bit, but it's enough to keep this guy on there and to keep all that dust off, because like I said, I just don't like that thing being open to the elements and this leaving a whole bunch of issues where dirt sits on there, wears out the ball joint, you know, stuff like that. So I'd rather have something on there. You see right here, it has to connect right here somewhere because it won't fit right here. So that is the problem. They need to make something for this guy. They might. Other people said they don't worry about it, and I've seen other videos, but that is my contraption. If anybody knows the exact part number that goes over these aftermarket ball joints, let me know, because I sure can't find it. Dang, guys, this wind is ferocious. It is just blowing shit all out of my neighbor's crap over here. Well, apparently it's okay to let it dangle with the angle. At least I did anyways. So the rest of it's pretty easy. I forget what foot-pounds these are supposed to be. I just do them by hand, get them good and tight. I don't overthink that shit sometimes. I know someone's probably gonna yell at me, but you know what? You'll be okay. It's not your ride. I'll do whatever I want in my ride. You guys can go ahead and torque them down to the specs if you want. I do torque this down to spec. I think it's like 61 foot-pounds. I just do 60 and I call it good. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So let's put this guy back on with just one washer this time. And we're gonna be able to get it in the hole this time. Let me see. Yeah, I think so once we get it all the way on there. I think we'll be good. All right. Hit it with this first. All right. There's 60. Let's give it a second maybe to finagle its way in a little more. See how it keeps on moving a little bit more? It's kind of weird to get it to that. So it keeps on moving. So we'll do that a couple more times and hope that it's good, and then we'll just check it later on down the road. All right. Okay, it didn't move that time, so I think we're good. I am going to move it a little. Let's see if we can't get the lock in there. This one comes with one of these guys that actually lock like this, which I like that way better. It's going to make life easy pulling these things out. My hands are so greasy right now, it's hard for me to do anything with my hands. So we're going to do it. I'm going to do it this way, towards us. See if I can't find the hole. Found the hole first time. There we go. All right. My hands are so greasy. There we go. She's in there. All right, she's good. All right, let's finally get this pig done. I'm ready to go inside. I was going to adjust the shocks today, but I decided not to because it's been a day. It has been a day, guys, and we'll do it some other day. It'll make a good another video. So, but we will go for a ride. We'll do a rip in this and see how it acts today. Bro, she got some travel now. Good Lord. Okay, so what we have on here is my Slippy Slide Nittos, which last time in this temperature, it was pretty much ice skating. So if we catch any type of traction, we're going to call this a success. Let's get to it. Now it's important to note this isn't just the result of, extra travel up front. I do have an anti-roll, I have cow tracks, I've removed the help relief, I do have drag shocks all the way around, so there is other mods that support this. We're trying to get it better. I will go over full in detail what I have later on in another video, but it's a combination of mods that helps this thing to hook. And I don't pretend to know it all. This is a learning experience for me, so if you want to stick with this channel, I will continue down this path and we can learn together. To be honest, it was hazing the tires. It was still pretty sketchy, but it was way better than last time at this temperature where it was just pretty much like ice skating. It was just blow the tires off, there's nothing. I'm going to try it right here in first gear. It's not going to work too good, but we're making progress. Okay, so in our next video, we're going to be adjusting the drag shocks up front, making them a little bit stiffer, go for another rip, and then in other videos, we will definitely be going over all the suspension components, how to adjust them, because I want to learn, I know you want to learn, so keep on wrenching.